Alright, this video is only for the men of culture and class. This video is about generating enemy art, and while this model can get spicy if you ask it to, we are keeping things nice, clean and PG today because various algorithms on this platform have trust issues. Anime has this unique magic where a few lines and colors can convey more emotion, personality, and style than most live action could dream of. Whether it's the expressive eyes, the impossible hair physics, or just the sheer creative freedom to tell stories that live action budgets could never afford. Enemy art has a way of hitting different, and now, thanks to AI, you don't need a decade of drawing practice to bring your own enemy visions to life, and that is what we are going to do in this video. I am going to introduce you to Anima, which is a 2 billion parameter text to image model built specifically for anime and illustration work, not photorealism. We are going to install it and I will show you all the steps. We are going to generate various anime art and we will have fun. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member. Please also follow me on X if you are looking for AI updates without any hype. I'm also going to publish some of that anime art on the X, and if you are interested, I'm going to join some communities there and go all in. Now, the tool which I'm going to use for this video is ComfyUI. If you don't know what ComfyUI is, just go to my channel, search with ComfyUI tutorial and watch this first video, the easiest tutorial on planet on ComfyUI. This will make you a hero from zero in no time. So I am assuming you already have ComfyUI and you are aware of some of the basic concepts as described in this tutorial. My model is installed. As you can see that I have just generated this enemy image from this text prompt. Now how to install it? That's the first question. So for that you would need to go to Hugging Face page of this model and I will drop the link in video's description. Unfortunately, the only thing which is a bummer is that the license is not Apache 2 or MIT. Anyway, once you are on the Hugging Face page, just click on Files, go to the Files, and then you see this is a folder. Click on Split Files, go to first Diffusion Models. This is a Diffusion model file. Look how small the model is. Right click on this downward arrow, save link as, go to wherever your ComfyUI is installed, go to Models. In the models, go to Diffusion Models. Where is that? This is where Diffusion model is. Save it here. The size is 4.2 gig. That's done. I already have done that. Next model you need to download is Text Encoder to deal with text. They are using 23.6 billion parameter. Again, right click on this downward arrow, save link as, go to Models, go to Text Encoder. And where is my text encoder? Okay, I think I'm getting blind here. This is a text encoder. This is my text encoder. Again, I already have it. Thankfully, the text encoder is smallish in this one. Otherwise, we have seen a lot of big text encoders like in Flux and stuff. Anyway, then we have variational autoencoder model, which converts the image from latent space to pixel space. Save link as, and then same in the models directory, save it in the V directory or variational auto encoder directory. I already have saved it. If you don't know what latent space, pixel space is, what variational autoencoder does, just go to my channel, search with latent space and please watch this video. It's a very good video. I'm not sure why there is not much response on it. So just search with latent space and watch this video. So that's all you need to do. Once you are done that, just restart ComfyUI. And the good thing is that this image on the Hugging Face card has all the workflow. So just save it on your local system like I have done it here, this example, and then wherever your ComfyUI is, just drag and drop. It is going to, automatically fill this screen with this workflow. Then just give your prompt here, whatever you want to create, and then also give a negative prompt which you don't want in your image, and this is going to generate this. So let me give it another prompt and we will run it and see how long does it take and how much VRAM it consumes. So this is a prompt which I'm using, and I'll be honest, I'm very new to this enemy, so I'm just taking these prompts from some of the groups and stuff. So if you're enemy veteran, please guide me what it's about, because I'm new, so I would love to learn. Just put it in the comments. This prompt is blending the timeless appeal of shrine maidens with cyberpunk aesthetics, as you can see here. Something I think enemy fans should love, because I really like it. It's amazing, the contrast between traditional and futuristic. And you see there is a bit of a rainy neon light atmosphere, and the particle effects are creating something genuinely eye-catching and memorable. I mean, I'm enjoying. Look at these water droplets, and that is where I'm very impressed by the model. Let me create another one, and I'll talk a bit more around the architecture and inner working of this. Okay, now let's run this one, and I'm going to uh, run it on. You see, this is my Ubuntu system. My GPU card is this, where let me show you VRAM consumption. So it is consuming over 6 gig of VRAM, which is quite decent enough. And if you're looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU on very affordable prices, please check out Massed Compute. I will drop the link in video's description. I will also give you 50% discount coupon. No need to buy GPU, just go rent it, even on very discounted rates, as I'm doing at the moment. And this is the enemy it has created on. Oh my god, this is so good. Love it. I'm also going to save this one. While you look at this image, maybe can I open it in the open image? Yep, look at it, enjoy. So let me describe this model in a bit. So this model is trained on several million enemy images plus around 800k non-enemy artistic images, with a knowledge cutoff around September 2025. It's so quite recent. What makes this interesting is it understands Danburu style tagging, natural language prompts, or a mix of both. So you can throw artist tags at it. Just remember to prefix with at, like we have done in this prompt here. You see this one, this one, this one, which I'm still learning, and it's so amazing. It also uses quality markers, which I have used a lot, like masterpiece, or this scores underscore 9 through scores underscore 1 tags, and it actually respects the tag order and drop out during training, so you don't need to spam every possible descriptor. It's another cool thing is that this model is still under training as far as I can see. It's a preview version and intermediate checkpoint, and it's already producing solid results at around 1 megapixel resolution, as we just saw. And these are the sampler and scheduler which we are using. Let me show you. So these are the ones, and some of the case sampler and other stuff. And make sure that you have all of these nodes, they are preloaded there by default. They do if you have followed all the instruction. Okay, so let's generate another enemy. And the good thing is just take few seconds. And as I said earlier, you can go very naughty with it, which I'm not going to do, at least in front of you. But it's a very amazing model. Look at this quality. Oh my goodness. This is so good. So good. Okay, let's try out few more. I'm just going to do a cafe scene maybe. Let's do this. Let's run this. Takes just few seconds. And this is a cafe scene which I'm going to do now. And you see how good is that? Love it. Seriously love it. Look at this, coffee design. Even, the smiley face and eyes. Oh wow. Okay, let's do another one. And let me also make sure that I give it some proper negative prompting here. Now, next, this one, what I'm doing is street fashion icon. So each of these, which I have just run, hit different enemy aesthetics, like epic fantasy, cozy slice of life, and modern urban cool, which we are just about to see. There you go. How good is that? Love it. So look, I could go on, and I will, but I think I will just stop the video. And if you have followed along, generated anything cool, please share it with me. I would love to explore this side of things more. And more importantly, please become a member of the channel, or at least subscribe or like, and then follow me on X, and let's have fun. Thank you for all the support.